While mopping the floor, he spotted a formula on the blackboard and solved a math problem that had been stumping the professor. Yet he was just a janitor. The professor was blown away and realized this was the genius he'd been looking for. But here he was, stuck in a dead-end job because he'd been abandoned and abused by his parents repeatedly. His rough childhood left him with serious psychological issues. One day he got thrown in jail for assaulting a cop, but he used his self-taught legal knowledge to defend himself, leaving even professional lawyers speechless. However, the judge read off his long rap sheet, so he still ended up behind bars. What he didn't know was, the professor had witnessed the whole courtroom scene. The professor bailed him out. In exchange, he had to help with research and get therapy. Though he really didn't want to see a shrink, he wanted to stay in prison even less, so he was taken to meet psychologist Sean. But he didn't want to hear what Sean had to say. To wrap up this whole charade quickly, he trashed Sean's academic work. Sean didn't take the bait, but when he brought up Sean's wife, Sean grabbed him by the throat and told him never to test his limits again. Just when he thought he could finally skip therapy, Sean came back and apologized for losing his cool, then told him he needed to face his real past and himself. His sincerity moved him and got him thinking deeply. Meanwhile, to make sure his talent didn't go to waste, the professor recommended him to the Department of Defense, but he skipped the interview because he felt the professor was trying to control his life. When Sean asked what he wanted to do, he said he wanted to be a shepherd. Sean realized he was dodging his true feelings again and left disappointed. He went to his friend to vent. Instead of comfort, his friend told him straight up he should be helping the professor with research, not wasting time hanging around with losers. His friend's words finally opened his eyes, so the next day he found Sean and handed him a file. Sean was shocked to discover it was full of evidence of his abuse. Sean told him it wasn't his fault. What touched Sean was that, by choosing to face his past trauma, he was finally ready to face himself, and that's exactly what happened. He completely dropped his defenses and recognized his true gift. He left a note for his friend, then set off to use his talents. Everyone has gifts, but everyone also has vulnerabilities. Only by bravely facing our weaknesses can we truly make the most of our talents. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments.